Hi, I'm Ilya Sheyman, Executive Director of MoveOn Political Action. I'm standing here in Boston, Massachusetts, where MoveOn is training some of the best and brightest organizers for one of the most important election campaigns ever. With the congressional election just weeks away, the Koch brothers, a pair of extreme right-wing billionaire oil barons, are doing their best to buy America's democracy. The Kochs and their billionaire cronies plan to spend an unprecedented $500 million in states across the country to ensure their candidates take back the Senate for the GOP. But the Koch's 1% cash can't overcome our people power, so long as the same progressive voters who powered President Obama's wins in 2008 and 2012 turn out and vote. That's why MoveOn members across the country will rally to make more than 5 million phone calls to get voters in battleground states to the polls on November 4th. The field organizers we're training today will lead the charge.
Personally, I have a vested interest in this because I'm a DACA recipient, that's deferred action for childhood arrivals, and the House Republicans just voted to strip that away, so I'm fighting for myself and people in my community.
A very important issue to me is education. Teachers are still overworked, teachers are still underpaid, students are still not getting the education needed. If the GOP was elected, I feel like education wouldn't be a priority, and I think that is really troubling.
Right now, the race for the Senate is truly neck and neck. If the same number of progressives who voted in 2012 show up for the congressional elections this November, we'll win. But if progressives snooze on the midterms like they did in 2010, we'll lose. It's just that simple, and the consequences would be devastating. Good thing for us, MoveOn members know how to get down to work. In 2006, MoveOn members were key to Democrats taking back the House, raising funds for our award-winning Caught Red-Handed ad campaign, and making more than 5 million phone calls to voters across the country. In 2012, we exposed Mitt Romney's favoritism for the 1% and chipped in more than $1 million to elect progressive champion Elizabeth Warren to the Senate. And this year, we've already scored an important win. MoveOn members in Hawaii made tens of thousands of calls to help progressive champion Brian Schatz win his Senate primary, a huge victory for Social Security and the progressive values we stand for. Now, we need to hold the line. Here's our plan to win. We're opening up field offices in 4 major cities. We're using cutting-edge voter targeting to build a state-of-the-art system to enable MoveOn members, gathered in homes and offices across the country, to make more than 5 million phone calls to exactly the voters we need to reach. Folks who are progressive, but might stay home in November without a little motivation from fellow progressives. But to make this happen, we need you to pitch in. $7.80 will pay for 1 hour of calling software that makes volunteer outreach 3 times faster. $10 will buy a pizza for a group of hungry phone bankers. $24 will pay for a mailing to 100 potential progressive voters. $250 will buy wireless internet for a phone bank field office for 11 weeks. $1,300 will pay for 1 week of an election field organizer's full-time work. The Koch brothers may have billions of dollars, but MoveOn has millions of members like you. We don't have to match their spending dollar for dollar, but if we all pitch in, together, with just a few bucks each, we can go toe-to-toe with the GOP extremists and 1% fat cats who are trying to buy our democracy for the Republicans. So please, donate what you can. If we work together, like MoveOn members have so many times before, we will save the Senate come November. Thanks so much for all you do.